Sufficiently philanthropic, the expression that had all of us as a nation giggling a few years ago, and to date still makes us smile every time we hear it. But on the show, we are going to live out loud with a young man who's here to teach us why philanthropy is about so much more than the sufficient. Hello and welcome to Sheila Lives Out Loud. Thank you so much for stopping by this channel. We do appreciate your presence. Remember to click subscribe and also click on notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. And we're living out loud at Westwood Hotel. Our guest today is Duncan Nyangaresi, a young man who's here to teach us about giving, and then give some more as well. Duncan, Sasa. Thank you for making the time. It's good to see you.
Yes, I'm on board.
Yes. Yeah. As we begin the conversation, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Duncan is an ordinary Kenyan. We just want to do extraordinary things. I was born in Kisii area and I was raised at Kisii. And my life was not easy in terms of, especially in education. It was not easy. Duncan Nyangaresi is the founder member of the Nyangaresi Initiative. This is the initiative basically seeks to help those children living with albinism to continue with education. And so far, I've managed to sponsor just one student who I think has done his Form 4 this year. So I do this because of the challenges that I passed through when I was in school. I remember very well when I was supposed to join Form 1. In fact, my dad took off. So it took off because of me, because he didn't want to pay for me a school fees.
And were you the firstborn?
I'm the third born in our family. So the first two I'd already completed their education, so I was the just one who was remaining. So my dad sees it as a task, so he decided to run away. Actually, he left me in the hands of my mother. We tried all means and ways in order to ensure that I can be able to make it at least to join Form 1. I joined it until I did my Form 4. But during the time when I was in Form 4, things was not easy again. So I used to be sent home to look for a school fees. I remember very well in Form 4, in fact, I just took only 2 months in class to attend all the lessons.
Really?
Another lessons, I used to go and look for menial jobs in order to get something a little so that I can be able to go and pay for a school fees. So I managed to successfully to sit for my examination. I did it. I finished it well. Yeah.
You got a good grade when you finished. Despite the challenges,
Yeah.
you were able to do something good, and you did something that
Exactly.
you knew you wanted to finish.
Yeah.
Now, before we move forward, in looking back and seeing the challenges that you experienced, have you ever heard from your father again? I know it's been many years. Have you ever seen him or heard from him?
Yes, I think when he heard that I'm through with the school now, he decided to come back.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm more than serious.
And now he's back home?
Now he's back home.
And he's now part of your life?
Exactly.
So you learned how to forgive very big, difficult things?
Yes, now there's nothing I can do because he's my dad. But, you know, he came to realize later that he has done a mess. But that one, because God helped me, so far I completed my education. Currently, I'm taking my diploma at one of the colleges here in Nairobi.
What are you studying?
Yeah, I'm taking project management, project planning management at Kenya Institute of Management. Now, I'm a first-year student.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, let's go back to Kisii.
Yeah.
And you finish your Form 4, you get your good results, making that transition because you were looking for small jobs and things to do to help you in Kisii, but then you found your way to the city. What made you decide to come to Nairobi?
Mostly I decided to come to Nairobi so that I can be able to get at least a good job that can be able to enable me at least due to the challenges that I passed through, at least to help somebody who is at least going through challenges like the one that I went through when I was in school.
And were you the last born? Are you the
Yeah,
last born?
I'm the last born at our family.
Oh, right. So it wasn't because you had siblings following you,
Yeah.
but you wanted to help somebody
Yeah,
else,
I just
regardless.
wanted to, exactly, yeah.
Oh, wow. So has this been your nature since you were little? You share and you care?
Okay, my life changed during the time I was struggling. So I decided I was even praying to God that one day, one time, if I will be blessed with even a small job, I'll be able to get some percentage of my salary so that it can be able to transform the life of somebody else. So that's why I decided to have this one Nyangaresi initiative. It's the initiative that seeks to help children. It doesn't matter where you come from, which tribe are you, so long as you are
A person in need.
yeah, in fact,
and in need of an education.
Exactly, in need of education.
Okay.
So I did my research and I found that these children living with albinism, actually, most of the people in Kenya or in the whole world, they normally discriminate them a lot. So I decided to stand with them. This is something that came into my mind, and I decided to look all the means and ways. I found myself to Honorable Mwaura. I went to the office and I requested him that I'm working in a certain company as a security guard, and now because I am getting something in my pocket, so I just want to give 10% of my salary to those children who are living with albinism. I was happy. Mheshimiwa actually responded, and I was lucky to get one child who was in need. So Mheshimiwa asked me, will you be able to manage to clear the school fees to this guy? Then I was happy. I told yes. On the spot, I started clearing the school fees, and I managed to clear it. During the time I cleared it, and then it opened some ways. Even myself, I found myself in a college. So it's wonderful.
Okay.
Yes.
So in opening the door for one person, something else opened for you.
Exactly. I didn't even know that this year I can be able to manage to go to college. No. But I found myself there. I'm sitting comfortably. I've cleared all the fee balance of this year. I'm just waiting for the next semester.
The next one to begin.
Yeah.
Now, as we talk about coming to the city and finding a job, I'm guessing that being a security guard was the first opportunity that you were able to find, and you started that work. You started making a little bit of money, and with that money, you decided it's not enough for me to be able to cater for my needs. I have to give it to someone else. For most of us living in the city, living wherever we're living, the idea of giving, we've been brought up to believe that you give out of your abundance. You give because you have a little more extra. But you're telling me that even with something as small as a security guard salary, you can make an impact in someone's life.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel now that the boy has finished,
Now,
high school? How do you feel?
I feel so happy. And I'll tirelessly work. I'll not be able to shelve my ambition of helping somebody else. Now, next year, there's a project I just want to launch. I want to just walk around the Nairobi area to go and to look where all those children who are living with their albinism, because I believe that there is a child somewhere who is living with albinism who is passing through some difficulties, maybe from parents, maybe from neighbors and friends. Because I think you can be able to know what's even happening in Mozambique, Angola, Tanzania. Now, we need to be good ambassadors for those who are living with albinism. So I just want to pass through all the slum areas next year, God willing, to look where are those children, to hear from them what they are passing through, their challenges, to do research about how they are living, what they are lacking, especially those who are not going to school. We could be able to enable them to study their education. So
and go to school and get that education.
Yeah, that's what I'm aiming. And then later, I have a plan even to visit our president, Mr. Uhuru Kenyatta, to at least to come come up with a policy on how these people shall be guided. For those who have completed their school fees, how can be able to secure a job somewhere, because most of the companies ignore them because of their skin. Now that one doesn't make sense anymore, because those are human beings like you. So what you can do, they can even do it better than even you. And they are so brilliant. Let me challenge you. Have you ever come across a child who is living with albinism, who is not clever in class? That's in fact boosted my morale of helping those, because they are so brilliant. In fact, they are so brilliant. Even those who are working in a certain company, they work according to the rules and the regulations, and they know how to work. So those are human beings. In fact, we don't want to see those people are being discriminated here and there. So we need to stand for them, so that we can be able to see their life are moving. If we just want to see the future, it doesn't mean that we can be able to see our future alone. Just let's bring those children from there, people living with albinism. If we see the future, let's see the future together.
When we see it together.
Yeah.
Now, I want to talk about the relationship you have with the young man who's finished school. What does he want to do with his life? Because it's not just about paying his fees. It's also a relationship. You've gotten time to know him, to walk with him, and to listen to his story and his journey. What does he want to do with his life?
He's a man of vision, a man with a vision. But he told me that he just want to be a politician in the future. He want to be like Honorable Mwaura. So it impressed me most. So, in fact, he's a man who, he told me that he want to be a teacher. Then from being a teacher, maybe in future I can be able to join this field of politics. So he's capable of doing anything in life.
Just like all of us.
Yeah.
And it's great to be able to have that start in life, regardless of what your skin color looks like. But in talking about the Nyangaresi Foundation, what about children who may not be living with albinism but have gotten through many difficulties and challenges? If someone who needs that scholarship or needs help appealed to you, would you be able to consider, or is your calling especially for people with albinism?
That one I can accept with you, but for now, I'm just concentrating on helping those living with albinism, because they're the one who even everybody knows that there are so many challenges about them. Most of the people take their skin for ritual purposes, especially something which happened in Viga. It's a little guy who was killed for ritual purposes. So you might be having some difficulties in terms of education, but you are not living with albinism. Of course, I can be able to help you.
You could try, but really your calling is for
I'm
the
so
children.
sympathetic about those who are not living with albinism. But in the future, maybe I can be able to start helping them.
And you know, it takes us back to something you've just said. It's about seeing the future together.
Exactly.
If you're working with more people who have decided, even with my small salary or my small amount, I'm going to team up with you, and we can also expand the foundation to also cater for others. How can we find you? How can we assist you with what you're working on?
Okay, I'm a partner member for Albinism Societies of Kenya, because of that initiative. So when you go to the website of Albinism Society of Kenya, you will find my story there and my initiative. So if you just want to donate something a little bit, if you have it, then you just Google, you can find a number, you can be able to donate your money there. But you can even challenge them that this young man who is called Nyangaresi is the one who made me to know this one, so I can be able to pay. It doesn't mean that the Nyangaresi initiative just want to receive something
directly. You can
No,
also
no,
assist by just going directly to ask.
Go to ask, and then you donate what you have, then God will praise you. In fact, that's why I believe in life.
Of course. I mean, you're living proof. You've gone through so much, and here you are. You're not a bitter man. You've made up with your father. A lot of people I know would never even address the man, they'd say, since you went, then you go stay where you've gone, but you've established a relationship and you're giving what someone should have given you to somebody else.
Yeah.
And that truly does challenge all of us who are watching.
Sheila, I believe, I'm a Christian, and I believe if somebody just tries to shut your door, just one door, God will be able to even open 7 doors on the spot, okay? So I believe in God. I don't believe in human being. He decided to do what he did, but God decided to do the best of it so that I can be able. He enabled me to be where I am. I'm a man. I'll not be able to say that I'm having a lot of money like those people who have a lot of money, who wants to be flattered here and there because of their money. No. Start with the little that you have. Start with the little that you have. The little that you have can be able to move the mountains. Who said that a watchman cannot be able to move the mountains? Because now it's due to the grace of God. That's why you are a Sheila, I'm Duncan, okay? Now, if we work together as a team, our enemies, let us bring our enemy close to us so that they can be able to see how far we've gone. You can be able even to apologize, say that I didn't know that you come with the man like the way you are just doing.
Exactly.
You can be able to change someone's life. Now, that's a challenge. That's a challenge. No matter where you come from, let me tell you, no matter what you are doing, just think about somebody suffering somewhere.
I like that you've taught that and reminded us of what's important. For everything you have, don't take it for granted and know that you can share it with somebody.
Exactly.
It's not getting finished.
Yeah.
Giving to someone is opening a door for yourself.
Yeah.
Nyangaresi, we're going to post your contacts on our social media sites. Thank you so much for your time. We wish you all the best. And anytime you want to pop in and give us an update on what's going on in your life and with the foundation, we will be here for you.
I'm appealing to all Kenyans who at least have that heart of giving like the way I did, to join us, to enable those children who are living with albinism to continue with their education. Because like now we have Imarisha Masomo initiative that supports those children with educations. So when you donate something, you can be able to at least assist somebody who is suffering, who is lacking school fees.
Thank you so much, Nyangaresi, for making the time to be here with us. We truly are grateful. We are going to post links to the Nyangaresi Foundation and, of course, the Albinism Society of Kenya on my social media sites. So stop by tafadhali. Of course, you can see those links on the screen as the credits are rolling. Give. It's about so much more than sufficiently philanthropic situations of the heart. There's something that you can do that can affect and change somebody's life for the better. Thank you for watching this episode. Remember to click subscribe and hit notifications so you don't miss out on the next episode. But we are at Westwood Hotel signing out, saying, as always, in everything that you do, live out loud.